Ruby, amethyst, and emerald. All fake.
Ah, my cousin's out fighting bobbies and stealing antiques, and what
Something
do I
moved.
get? Guard duty.
Huh?
It's shut tight.
I heard something.
The sound of a gong will attract the
I
guard.
heard something to be careful.
Boys, check out that sail. There's someone there.
That was nothing.
Hey! But what? No! We need to get out of here. Lestrade, I'm glad you're here.
What's happened, Mr. Holmes?
We've come from the abandoned St. Patrick's Abbey. I uncovered a gang of armed bandits there who did their best to kill me.
Again? I'll send our best team to arrest them.
Well, I doubt that you'll find anyone left, but if you hurry up, you might just find the spoils left over from their burglaries.
I see.
And I'd be very grateful if you could keep an eye on Mr. Wilde here.
But Holmes!
worthwhile. Please try to remember.
Yeah, the slightest detail, etc. Well, apart from the smell of those bandits who kidnapped me, nothing special. And this Jeremiah was spending his time complaining about working for the fart.
I think you mean the dart.
Yeah, whatever. Jeremiah said that they should all wait till the fart was released. Makes no sense, right? Mr. Holmes, can we go home? I need a rest.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. So, Jack the Hammer Cole, we meet again.
Why am I here?
Don't pretend that you don't know. You're a suspect in the case of an attempt made on my life.
Rubbish. Just like the old days, eh? Arresting me on suspicion. You've got nothing.
Oh, no? How about the revenge for the trouble that I brought to your gang? And also your brother.
Don't you dare mention my brother.
Your brother was hurt. It was a regrettable accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I can hardly be blamed for that.
What? You bastard. You're the one responsible for him becoming a cripple. He was innocent. An accident, you say? Oh, I can't wait for the moment that you get whacked proper.
Quod erat demonstrandum.
That's your proof. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
Do you know what happened at Baker Street that night?
I do know, but I had nothing to do with it.
And where were you at the time?
I was at my tavern all night long.
I see. I went to your place and I saw a man with a hair lip arriving to meet with you. What business do you have with him?
Business? He's a regular customer, that's all.
And what about the suitcase that your regular customer brought to you?
What? What are you talking about?
Why, the suitcase full of stolen silverware that I found in your secret room?
What? How? You search my room. It's not stolen. I often buy a lot of different things and sell them on after. It's all legal.
Oh. Oh, I believe you. Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you, Percy the Dart Fleming.
Huh. It's the flopper.
Flopper. You're aware of what happened at Baker Street the other night. I'd say I'm a little luckier than that.
Well, I don't give a fig.
What were you doing 2 nights ago around 1 a.m.?
I was at the White Swan.
The White Swan? The brothel that you own? That can't be counted as an alibi.
What do I need an alibi for?
Does the name Jeremiah ring any bells with you?
It's the first time I've heard it.
How about this threatening letter that bears your name?
Oh, I remember now. A threat? Come on. Just a reminder for him to pay his debts. It's just a small one, and it's a matter of principle.
How do you know him?
Ah, he's always coming around, begging for odd jobs. But he just talks rubbish. He's off his head.
Do you have any business with Jack the Hammer Cole?
I have. He sometimes provides my business with goals. But he's stupid. A hot-headed clown. Yeah, I'd be worried about him if I were you.
Yes?
He told me what you did to his brother, and... well, let's just say he hates you.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me about the business that you have with Percy Fleming.
What? I don't have any business with him.
No? Oh. Oh, you supply girls to his institution. He's confessed.
Well, he's a liar. Oi, why did you tell them I supply girls to your brothel?
Eh? What are you talking about?
Percy Fleming, you are charged with conspiracy to murder.
What?
You used Jeremiah Thorne in your little game because you didn't want your hands dirtied.
You're lying.
Jeremiah spoke to me before he died of how you ordered him to throw the bomb and, after its failure, to abduct me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up. I think that it's perfectly clear. Attacking Mr. Sherlock Holmes is one of the quickest ways to be hanged.
No, you can't do that. I'm an innocent man.
Constable, take him back to the cells.
Holmes, you simply have to face up to it. You need to have a serious discussion with Kate about her origins.
I can't.
No more excuses. She will learn soon enough that Alice is leaving. This other hidden secret. She will not forgive you.
She does not need to know why.
No? So she will blame you for Alice's departure. Is that what you want?
No, I certainly... It's as Kate said, I always do the wrong thing where she's concerned.
Now look here. I'll take care of your case once we're back at Baker Street.
Cabby, why have we stopped?
The road to the square is blocked, sir.
Why?
There's been a bad road accident.
Oh, splendid.
We'd better hurry. There may be injured who need help. His pupils are constricted, but they are moving. He has stopped breathing. There's no heartbeat. I must act quickly to save him. Thank goodness. This man will live. Don't just stand there. Do something.
Please move to a safer area, sir.
I would have died if not for you.
I can't lift it with my bare hands.
I need help! Oh, thank you for saving me.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
Oh, my shoulder. I'd better call for Watson. There's an old man near the vegetable cart who needs your help.
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this poor man.
Somebody! Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
Help! Ah! It hurts.
There's some extreme bruising.
Somebody!
No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now.
Somebody!
One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the bandage.
Help!
Thank you, Doctor. Help! Thank you, Doctor.
There's an old man near the vegetable cart who needs your help.
Thanks for your help.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
Oh, my head.
Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm almost dying.
Oh, my shoulder.
I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
Thank you for your help.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium. Magnesium strips. So, it was the goal of Rasko's gang to rob the bank. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. An old map of the sewers with a red cross. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. All of the licorice has been eaten. These barrels are empty and unsealed. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new. Reginald Butcher had problems with his job. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets. This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. The initials MB. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. Whiskey. Of poor quality. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulated. A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett. Electrical wires. Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How do you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
I'm apparently in the children's ward. I'm apparently in the children's ward. Merrill Butcher. Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. Mr. Butcher's wife. A young woman lost her life. Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
My pretty little Merrill. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes, it's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes, I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.